When Angel was diagnosed with cancer, that was definitely one of the most difficult days in our life. It was something that we weren't expecting. We had been out at the baseball field the whole day, or that afternoon. We had been out on the baseball field, and you wouldn't have known that later on, 4 or 5 hours into the night, that he was going to be diagnosed with cancer.
The doctor just put his head back and with his eyes closed told us that our son has a mass brain tumor.
The thing that was the hardest for me was the first 14 days that we were in the hospital. They were the darkest moments of my life.
And I'm asking him, one of the worst, gravest questions is, my son gonna make it?
I was so happy for Angel to come out of surgery, and I felt so blessed. But when he came out of surgery, he couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he couldn't move. And it was so sad seeing my son 3 days ago being so alive and then having this shell. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And I just whispered in his ear. I just told him, trust me, son. I was all, we're gonna get out of this hospital. I was all like, and we are gonna get better. I was like, I promise you that. I remember when Anthony was shaving Angel's hair, and that was a real sad moment because right after he shaved his head, Angel had a good cry.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like that final piece of just feeling like he had cancer. And I told Anthony, I was like, all right, we're gonna cut both of our hairs. I was like, you know, if Angel's gonna shave his head, I'm gonna shave my head too. And I had really long hair.
She had really long, dark, thick hair.
I was a hair person. I was a hair snob. When this journey started, Angel was diagnosed in May. Anthony stepped away from his job in November of that year once his chemotherapy treatment started, because somebody needed to be with Angel 2 to 3 days out of the hospital, or be in the hospital with him to do those treatments with him. And so while we were not financially ready for this type of situation, we did what we had to do. And so when it came to things like back to school, you know, items and school clothes and stuff like that, it was hard. And it's not something that you want to go and ask for help for. And they were offering. They not only gave him the back to school supplies, they stuffed these backpacks with shoes. And where my children go to school with, they wear certain uniforms that are embroidered. And the Children's Cancer Network paid for all of my kids' back to school clothes. They were just amazing. At one of our weakest times in our lives financially, they were there to help us out.
We're very, very grateful to be the Race Starter family this year.
Honored.
Honored.
We're proud to be in this race to give back after everything that the Children's Cancer Network has done with us. Meeting the other families, it drove us even more to be a part of this, because it's a family. Children's Cancer Network, it's a family.
It is.
Of survivors and fighters that are not only willing to fight for their child, but are willing to fight for all children, because that's why we're here. We're wanting to help those children fight this cancer and to make it enjoyable as we're slaying this cancer.